Hello, subscribers! This is Happy History Hub here, special episode time. Today, we're diving into why are Iran, Israel, and the United States at war right now, and what is each side really trying to achieve? In 1979, the Islamic Revolution happened in Iran. Khomeini took power and started calling the United States the Great Satan and Israel the Little Satan. That's how Iran became an anti-American, anti-Israel state. This is the root of today's conflict. Iran built a strategy called the Axis of Resistance. They started supporting groups like Hezbollah, Hamas, and the Houthis, using proxy wars in neighboring countries to harass Israel and the United States. From the 2000s onward, Iran secretly developed its nuclear program. They enriched uranium to levels that could lead to weapons-grade material, and Israel saw this as an existential threat to their survival. In 2015, the JCPOA nuclear deal was signed. Iran agreed to limit nuclear activities in exchange for sanctions relief. But in 2018, President Trump pulled the United States out, and the agreement collapsed. Iran-backed proxies ramped up attacks. Hamas and Hezbollah fired rockets at Israel, planting seeds of instability across the Middle East. On October 7, 2023, Hamas launched a massive attack. Israel responded strongly, and the Iran-supported proxy war escalated into full force. In 2024, Iran fired 180 missiles directly at Israeli territory for the first time in history. This marked the first direct Iran-Israel clash ever. In June 2025, Israel launched preemptive strikes. They hit Iran's nuclear facilities and missile factories, triggering what became known as the 12-Day War. In 2025, the IAEA declared Iran in violation of nuclear rules. Secret enrichment sites were exposed, and the world judged that nuclear weapon development was imminent. Trump's second term brought back maximum pressure. Negotiations were attempted in 2025, but Israel opposed them, and preparations for war moved forward. On February 28, 2026, full-scale war broke out. The United States and Israel began joint airstrikes, targeting even Tehran's leadership compounds. Supreme Leader Khomeini was killed by U.S.-Israeli strikes. Iran's regime faced its biggest crisis ever. America's first goal: completely destroy Iran's nuclear and missile capabilities. Trump declared Iran will never be allowed to have nuclear weapons. America's second goal: wipe out Iran's navy, drones, and proxy network. Already sank over 50 Iranian Navy vessels and destroyed 80% of missile production to end the proxy wars once and for all. Israel's goal: to bring down the Iranian regime itself. Netanyahu said, end the Ayatollah system and remove the existential threat for good. Iran's goal: to survive and resist. They aim to drag the war into a long fight to exhaust the US and Israel until they stop. Right now, Iran has lost over 80% of its military capability. Most missiles and drones are destroyed. Counterattacks are almost impossible. Casualties have exceeded 1,800 people, civilians and soldiers included. This is the biggest crisis in the Middle East. Trump is on the verge of declaring victory. After crushing missiles and the Navy, he's urging Iranian people, change your regime. To sum up the final goals, the US and Israel want a nuclear-free, proxy-free, stable Middle East. Iran wants regime survival and continued regional influence. That's why the war is still going on. There you go, subscribers. These 20 points should give you a clear picture of why Iran, Israel, and the US are fighting and what each side really wants. History tends to repeat itself, so let's all hope for peace soon.
See you next time. Don't forget to subscribe and like.